Okay. One way or the other, I'm going to get this right. I was having a conversation with ChatGPT and about Anne Hathaway, Blake Lively, and Kjersti Flaa. And what it was saying was Anne Hathaway and Blake Lively have both faced criticism for their interactions with Norwegian journalist Kjersti Flaa, I hope that's how you say her name, during separate interviews. In 2012, when I was looking at all these interviews, I was trying to figure out, is it in the same year, different years, what years this happened? So I just wanted to bring this out because this is my thought process in trying to lay this all out. In 2012, during the press junket for Les Miserables, it was Anne Hathaway was perceived as dismissive when Flaa requested that she sing her responses. Christy was just trying to come up with some fun ways and just initial ways of having a fun way in the interview. And Anne Hathaway declined and provided some tense answers. It was a little bit tense, and when I watched the interview, it seemed like it was really short-lived. Actually, ChatGPT mentioned years later, Anne Hathaway reached out to Flaa to apologize for her behavior, explaining the personal challenges that she was facing at the time. So in 2016, while promoting Cafe Society, Lively responded to Flaa's congratulatory remark about her pregnancy. She said, congratulations on your bump. And Blake Lively turned to her and said, well, congratulations on your little bump, despite Flaa not being pregnant. Throughout the interview, Lively and her co-star Parker Posey appeared uncooperative, refusing to discuss the film and engaging in off-topic conversation. I think they were talking about clothing and stuff like that, leading to an uncomfortable experience for Flaa. Really tough thing when somebody's trying to do their job and just trying to do something creative, especially being a journalist. And honestly, just these people just really freaking rude despite the situations and the timing and all that. And also, I was looking for connections and things like that. In 2020, Flaa filed an antitrust lawsuit against the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, the organization behind the Golden Globes Awards, alleging that they operated, this is what this says, is as a cartel by monopolizing entertainment journalism and excluding qualified journalists like herself. The lawsuit was dismissed in 2022 due to lack of evidence supporting her claims, and she was never invited in to the Golden Globes, and I don't think she ever got any information from them. She moved on anyway. So what I take away from this is I think Anne Hathaway, she did the interview in 2012. From my understanding, I think that she apologized in a personal email letter to Kjersti Flaa. Was it just last year? That was 2024. Do you mean to tell me that Anne Hathaway took 12 years to respond back to Kjersti Flaa and apologize for that bad interview clear back in 2012? Even if it was a year or two later, I think that's disgusting. The other thing about Anne Hathaway is I don't believe there's any excuse for that. And why, if this was in such a public forum, professional setting, and such a high media intense situation, that she did it privately. I feel that maybe Anne Hathaway owes Kjersti Flaa a public apology after 12 years. Maybe it's time to go public with your apology, Anne Hathaway, because it doesn't make any sense. And if you don't explain it to the rest of us, we're not going to look very highly on you. You're an incredible actress. You've done some fantastic work. But when you get to a certain level, I hope that you work to start to treat people better and not to shit on people. Probably can't say that. And then to Blake Lively and Parker Posey, that's disgusting behavior in an interview, and you shouldn't treat people like that. And if you're going to do a bad interview like that, and you already know from the get-go, from the start, that it's going to be bad, cancel the interview. Don't go to the interview. I don't know if this was, if they have pre-thought in this, if there was purpose before they went to the interview that they were going to treat her badly. That's disgusting, and that shouldn't even happen, because once it gets out on video, people are going to make judgments, and they're not going to look kindly on you. And Kjersti Flaa was just trying to do her job. So anyway, that's kind of what I had. I wanted to put those things together. The 2012, the 2016, and then the 2020. I just kind of want to lay out for me in how this kind of went down. I was seeing a lot of videos, but I wasn't getting dates and stuff like that, and so I was confused. So anyway, I hope that helps everybody, and fantastic job on people doing just investigations. I'm highly impressed with the information that's being put out there on YouTube and TikTok, and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks.